Well, hello, I'm here with Cecilia Prinkey of Cockeysville Music Center. Cecilia, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us about all that you have to offer there. And so now I'm going to just turn it over to you. Please tell us what you have available and what services you provide to homeschoolers.
Okay. My center offers guitar and piano and voice lessons. We teach private lessons so that every student's unique individual needs can be met at their level, at their interests. No one has to conform to a group or a class or what anybody else is doing. We can completely cater to
Mm-hmm.
what every student needs.
Mm-hmm.
We teach anywhere from complete beginners to advanced level students. We teach classical music, pop music, jazz. Um, you kind of come to us, we get to know you, get to know what your interests are, get to know what your loves are,
Mm-hmm.
and then try to help foster whatever it is you love about music so that it becomes something personal for you that you can
Mm-hmm.
carry through your life. Um,
Wonderful.
we do, we try to accommodate the homeschool community a lot. Scheduling, tuition breaks,
Mm-hmm.
things that will make it easier for homeschool families because homeschool families are mostly one income families.
Yeah, yes, we are. Mm-hmm.
And we see that. And I, my personal experience working with homeschoolers is that because they're so dedicated to their education, they're great students. They have a variety of interests. They know how to take an interest and pursue it and run with it. They know how to say, I love this, I don't love that. And then we can help them, because they communicate better with their teachers, we can communicate better with them. So
Awesome.
we have been trying for the last several years to be very proactive about reaching out to the homeschool
Mm-hmm.
community and doing whatever we can to make music a good experience for them.
Wonderful.
We write reviews if you need them for your county or your state reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's very much a personal situation, just like it is with your family. You know, we get to know our
Sure.
students, we get to work with them, we get to figure out what their musical needs are, and we're very much enjoying having to get to do that. It's our honor.
That is so wonderful. Thank you so, so much. We appreciate that. So one of the other questions that I had for you is that, now we're in this realm of social distancing. So how has that impacted you? What changes have you had to make? And how are you able to transition? How did that go? And how is that going?
Um, I won't lie, it was a little intimidating at first. You
I think
know,
for everyone, yes.
when when you're used to being able to touch your students and say, okay, hold your hand this way, or look at this spot, and you point to it on the paper and you say, see this symbol or listen to this sound, and communicating this way
Mhm,
is a new way of talking to your students.
mhm.
And at first it was kind of like, wow, how do I get them to move their hand the way I want them to do it? But what I have found is that this type of talking, where it's kind of like walkie-talkie, you know, one person has to
Mhm.
listen, and the next person gets to talk, and students really zone in much more. And I
Wow.
found that their attention and their focus is stronger than it was in person.
Wow.
And it's one of the silver linings that I'm realizing. You know, students can own what they're doing
Mhm.
in a new kind of way. And their
Mm.
lessons have changed, obviously.
Sure.
Um, and some of the things, you know, we can't play a duet together because of the digital lag. But
Sure.
but by the same token, other strengths are coming out that I never would have looked for at an in-person lesson.
Wow.
So although it's an adaptation, it's turning into a good one, surprisingly.
That's
That's been a
wonderful.
very pleasant thing to come out of this.
That's
Um,
wonderful. So now how is this accomplished? What platforms are you using and how are, because I'm thinking to myself, how can we do music lessons virtually? What does that look like?
well, it looks like a computer screen like you're seeing now.
Hmm.
I do set up for lesson times. I do set up a second camera that just shows the piano in my hands.
Okay.
So if I have to demonstrate something, I get a very close up view of what we're doing and how. And then in turn, I do the same with them. I have them move whatever device they're using so that I can see their hands, and we go back and forth that way. Um, I make a lot of recordings for my students where I used to just demonstrate things at lessons. Now I make a lot of recordings and send it to them, and then they have a reference to listen to during the week.
Wonderful.
The platform I'm using is mostly Zoom.
Okay, good.
Some people have been having issues with Zoom, and we use Skype or Facebook Messenger. But the sound seems to be best on Zoom, so
Okay.
we're mostly going with that. Um, Material wise, it's a lot of emailing.
Okay.
Students, when I used to be able to hand them books at lessons and say, "Here's what you need this week." Now we email. A lot of the music industry has stepped up to share materials with us because they realize this is a unique situation.
Sure.
And so the support for music teachers has really just come out of every corner that we didn't see it coming. So it's been a very positive transition, actually.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That is so good.
And I got to meet my first student from overseas.
Wow. So I think that that's another wonderful aspect of this is that now you're able to take students from literally all over, I would think, with this. So that just opens up a whole new avenue for you, which is so exciting. And just to be able to share your talents, share your craft, share your classes, and be able to impact so many. That's really wonderful.
That has been a fun surprise. The students we work with are mostly local. They come to our studio for lessons. And it never occurred to me that someone far away would take lessons with me.
Yeah.
And I had a family member, her children are overseas, they're military, and she said, "Hey, my sister's kids are overseas. Why don't you work with them?" And so now we're getting to do that, and that's been another plus side to this social distancing.
Wonderful.
I didn't see coming. So all in all, it has been not a horrible experience.
Very good. If anything, it sounds very positive. So that's
been
wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, we're going to have your information linked below, your email address, your website, and as well here you're on Facebook, so we'll have that as well. So if you're looking for music lessons, if you're anything regarding music and children, please, you'll want to click on the links below and get a hold of Cecilia Prinkey with Cockeysville Music Center. Again, thank you so much for sharing some time with us. As we wrap up, any last minute things that you'd like to share with our audience?
Yes. Social distancing is really hard for so many people. There's a lot of emotional things people didn't see that hit them out of nowhere with this. And I just want to say, if I found good and positive things in this, the rest of you can too. Whether it's through music or anything, look for the silver linings now, people. They're there. They really are, and you'll be blessed that you found them.
Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you for just beautiful words. Again, we appreciate you so much. We appreciate you taking the time. And again, everyone, please feel free to click those links and get a hold of Miss Cecilia. Thank you again for spending some time with us.
Oh, thank you, Kim. And thank you for putting all this together for your families.
It is our pleasure. Thank you. Okay.